This is a very short version of a much longer video that I made that's comprehensively going to show you how to do a rusted out shock tower on a Ford Escape. My name's Clay with the Clay Way here in Grand Rapids and Muskegon, Michigan. And in order to complete this process, you're going to need quite a few things that you may or may not possess. First of which is going to be a 924-358 Dorman rusted shock tower repair kit. And if you're uncomfortable with doing this job, you can send it to me and my wife, Patty Ray, and we'll be happy to do it for you. Or if you just don't have the time. I'm fairly certain that if anybody else could do it, you can do it too. But sometimes your business is accounting or construction or whatever. That's why people like me are here to help people like you. And you're going to need many more tools that you may or may not have. I have a long comprehensive video showing you how to do this. These are excerpts from that video, but I wanted to show you a shorter one to help you out. First, we start with removing the interior, back seats, safety belts, etc., etc. Then we cover our front portion of our vehicle. Then using our die grinder, we take all of the glue away from these portions here on the bottom. Using a grinder, after we removed our shock, we start exposing all the spot welds on the well portion of the panel. Then we take a center punch and we punch out the center of all of the spot welds around the whole panel. There's usually about 60 or 70 of them. Then we'll take a drill and we'll start drilling out the holes, not drilling through both panels. We only use a small 1/16 inch to drill in there to make a chuck for our spot weld remover. We do not drill through both sides of the panel. We just drill on the top layer panel first. To try to avoid drilling through both sides, we take our chisel and we work the panel as we drill through it. Now we think we've got the panel pretty well free, and we're going to move to the underside wheel well portion of the vehicle, and we're going to grind everything down, exposing the spot welds, then drilling them out. Oftentimes, the front portion of the panel is very difficult to get to the spot welds with the drill, so we use a spot weld chisel to free that portion up. Now with the panel free, we should be able to remove it entirely and pretty much one piece, at least what's left of it. Now we're going to prepare our Dorman panel 924-358 for installation. We do this by grinding on all edges and drilling holes all around it, one hole every inch. That way we can put in screws and spot welds every inch. Now we do our first test fit. There's going to be several, but we're going to do the first one to see what we need to repair on the floor. Once you get this in there, you should be able to just bang it with your hand and pop it into place. With that inside the place there, we can take a look at our floor and cut out the bad rusty parts and add in new ones. Now I've taken a piece of steel and I've cut it somewhat close to the shape that I need, and I'm going to push it into place. Then I'll take a marker and mark the edge. Once I get that, I'll get it a little cut and it should fit where I need it to. Now I need to move over to the wheel well portion of it and mark this out and cut it to where I need it to fit as well. With that cut the way that I like it, I can start to grind down the bottom of the panel so it will fit flush with my floor. Now with my floor secured down with the screw holding it, I can put my panel in there and start to screw in all of my screws and pull all of my edges to the panel with the screws from the wheel well and the inside. Now this thing doesn't look super flossy or glamorous, but once we put the epoxy on, it starts to look a lot better. We've got to also epoxy the wheel well as well after it's all welded up, and then we're going to wait 24 hours for the epoxy to dry. Once the epoxy's dried, we can start spraying it with bed liner and undercoating. We always put at least 3 coats on each side and wait about 10 minutes in between each coat for it to tack up. Now I know that wasn't a ton of fun, but you got her done. If this video was helpful, please consider subscribing, clicking the notification, sharing my videos, pushing that join button. If you've got a question for me and it's automotive related and not about all that baby mama drama you got going on, you can look me up on Clay's AC and Auto Repair on the Facebook Messenger. I help everyone I possibly can. I don't collect information and all of the other stuff. Just answer questions. Don't expect anything in return, just for you to do it, pay it forward, and help someone else if you would. Remember, no matter what it is in life, if anyone else can do it, you can do it too. Don't be the next to them, be the first to you. God bless, folks. Have the absolute best of days.